Good morning, everyone. In the last session, we discussed about Git bash commands and how to work with Git GUI, and we also discussed about Git branches. So, can anyone explain what is the purpose of Git branches and why we need to go for Git branches? Can anyone tell me what is the purpose of Git branches and why we need to go for Git branches?
Using Git branches, we can work multiple teams. Parallelly, we can work multiple teams. We cannot merge with the multiple teams codes.
Right.
Using Git branch, we can maintain the separate code bases
Git branches
for
are mainly
multiple the
used to
team.
maintain Git branches are used to maintain multiple code bases. They're used to maintain multiple code bases. Why we need to maintain multiple code bases? What is the advantage of that? Why we need to maintain multiple code bases? What is the advantage of that?
We can easily identify which code is has been committed and who is committed and when he was committed. Like we can track the changes.
Right. So
Yeah,
Git
because
branches are used to maintain multiple code bases in the single repository. So in our project, multiple teams will be working parallelly. So ongoing development team will be available, bug fixing team will be available, POC team will be available, support team will be available. So if all the people are committing their code changes in main branch, then it is difficult to maintain the code. It is difficult to manage that also. Okay. To overcome that problem, we are going to use Git branches concept. To overcome that problem, we are going to use Git branches concept. So when we have Git branches, then multiple code bases we can maintain, multiple teams can work parallelly without affecting on the other teams' work. So that is the main advantage of going for branches. So how many branches we can create in one repository, guys?
N number of branches.
How many branches we can create in one repository? In
N
one
number of.
repository, we can
depend upon the
create,
requirements.
yes, based on the requirement, we can create any number of branches in one repository. Okay, so multiple branches will be available in one repository, and you can create any number of branches based on your requirement. You can create any number of branches based on your requirement, and you can give any name for the branch also. You can give any name for the branch also in the GitHub. So what is the purpose of clone-b option here, guys? What is the purpose of clone-b option here?
Cloning the code from
Clone
central to
particular
the
branch.
local with the specific branch.
What is the purpose of git clone-b here? It is used
To
to
clone the
clone
code
the
from the
Specific
particular
file.
branch
branch
we
code.
want to clone the code.
Yes, it is used to clone the particular branch code here.
Code.
Okay. Then what is the purpose of git branch command?
We check
What is the
the
purpose of
which
git branch
branch we are
command?
It will display the current branch
display
name.
the
Yes, it is used to display. Currently, we are pointing to which branch. It is going to display the currently we are pointing to which branch. Then git checkout will be available. What is the purpose of git checkout command?
changing the branch.
To
Switch
changing the
branch by branch.
It is used to switch
yeah.
from it is used to switch from one branch to another branch.
Another branch.
So currently we are pointing to one branch called main branch. Okay. Now I want to switch the project from main branch to develop branch. Then we will use a command called git checkout command. Okay. The
So
next
could you
one.
show that branch means go up a little bit.
Sorry,
Could
can you
show
come again?
Sir, I was telling means yesterday you have not shown me, sir, that means you have not run that code means switching the uh,
Yesterday,
repository, switching the repository. Sir, go up, sir, little bit up. Yes, sir. This clone Git repository develop branch. So you have not run this command.
yeah,
Yes.
okay, fine. Git checkout command, it is used to switch from one branch to another branch. Okay. Then after this, we discussed about pull request concept, guys. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of pull request?
We
To
can
clone
get
the
Pull
with
code
request
our
is
from
used to
with our
Pull
peers.
the
one
latest
branch
code.
to main branch.
Yes, pull request is basically used to merge the changes from one branch to
One branch to
another
another
branch.
Another branch.
another
So we
branch.
have a
also called
main
branch
branch,
merging.
then we created develop branch. The latest development we have done in the develop branch. From the develop branch, we want to merge the changes to main branch.
Main
For
branch.
that, we will go for pull request.
Pull
Okay.
request.
Next one, if you go to our project, guys, any project that we create in the Git repository, if you go to the project that we create in the Git repository, let me clone one project from the GitHub. Do you know the command which is used to clone the project from the Git repositories?
Git clone.
I want to
Clone, Git
download
clone.
the
Then
project.
URL.
I want to download the project from the Git repository. Okay, to download the project from the Git repository, what is the command that we need to use, guys?
Git clone.
What is the command
And
we
the
need to use?
Git clone.
We need to use a command called git clone command. All right. So I'm having one project called Docker app. So if you go to this, there are 4 branches available now. Main branch, develop branch, feature branch is available. Now let me copy this URL and let me clone it. So go to git bash. Go to git bash. Yeah. Okay. I'm cloning that repository. Git clone repository URL. Okay. Then cloning this project. Perfect. I cloned the repository. Then go inside the repository. Spring Boot Docker app. There you can execute git branch command. Currently, we are pointing to main branch here. Currently, we are pointing to main branch. Now, when you go to the repository, guys, inside the repository, there will be one file available which is called .gitignore. There is a file available which is called .gitignore file is available. So what is .gitignore file in the Git repository? What is .gitignore file in the Git repository? Now, whenever we newly create one project, then we are going to get some files like mvnw, okay, this .mvn, and whenever we compile the project, we are getting target directory, something like this. We are going to get some target directory. When I go and do the compilation, for example, mvn clean package. So if I try to execute clean package, then project will be compiled. Then the compiled code will be stored into target directory. Dat class files will be available in the target directory. Now you see my project build got success. Okay. And the project is packaged as a jar file. My project build got success and it is packaged as a jar file. Now, when I'm going to commit this project to the Git repository, so when in the Git repository, we will store only source code of the project, or we will store the bytecode of the project also. Guys, in the GitHub repository, we need to store the only source code of the project, or we need to store the bytecode of the project also?
Bytecode
of the
Both.
both.
No, only source code.
Source code only.
Source code only. So who want to take that code? They will take the code from the GitHub and they will compile the project by using maven. So we should not store bytecode in the project. That means we should not store the target folder in the Git repository. What will be there in the target folder, guys? In the Maven project, target folder will be available. When that target folder will be created, and what will be there in the target folder?
jar file would
Dot
is
class
there,
files
sir,
only.
in dot
When the target
folders.
folder will be created, and what will be there in the target folder?
Project article.
Maven,
Target
Maven key.
folder
Jar file.
contains
Bytecode will depend
bytecode
on
of
the
the project.
systems, right, sir?
Byte
Individual.
code.
Target folder contains bytecode of the project. So the classes will be available and packaged files will be available in the target folder. But we should not commit the changes to the repository. Whatever is there in the target folder, that we should not commit to the Git repository because it is containing bytecode. We should not keep bytecode. Okay. So when they want, they will take the latest code, they will compile the project by using Maven, then bytecode will be generated. So here, from this project, target folder should not be committed. Target folder should not be committed. So in our repository, whenever we create a new project, something like mavenw, mvnw, target folder, dot project folder, dot settings folders will be created. So such kind of files, we no need to commit to the Git repository. So from your repository, from your working tree, which files and folders that you don't want to commit, those files we can add in the git ignore. So git ignore basically a file which is used to specify files and folders we don't want to commit to the repository. So example, target folder. Target folder, I don't want to commit into the Git repository. It's not required. So some files will be created. Whenever you create a Java project, some files will be created like dot project file, dot settings, target folder, like this. Some files will be created. Those files we should not commit into our Git repository. Some files will be created. Those files we should not commit into Git repository. Those files we are going to specify in the git ignore. Whenever you create a Maven project, so these git ignore files will be created. Okay, edit this file and see the content of the file, what will be there in that file. So in that file, if you see src main, src target folder should not be committed. Target folder should not be committed. Dot class path, dot project, dot settings, these files should not be committed. 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 So for every IDE, some files will be generated. If you use STS IDE, these files will be generated, which we should not commit to the Git repository. When you use IntelliJ IDEA, these files will be generated. When you use NetBeans, these files will be generated. When you use VS Code IDE, these files will be generated. So this is a target folder, help.md file. Such kind of files we should not commit into Git repository. So any files or folders that you don't want to commit, you can specify them in the git ignore. So what is the purpose of git ignore? Dot git ignore. This file is used to specify which files and folders we don't want to commit to Git repository. So example, we don't want to commit target folder. We don't want to commit dot project file. We don't want to commit dot settings file. We don't want to commit dot class path file, etc. So when you create a project in the Spring Toolsuite IDE or IntelliJ IDE, these kind of files and folders will be generated. We don't want to commit these files and folders to the repository. Then in that scenario, we are going to configure them in the git ignore file. So that file is starting with the dot, that is a hidden file. So dot git ignore is a hidden file. Using that, we are going to specify which files and folders that we don't want to commit into Git repository. Which files and folders that we don't want to commit into Git repository. Are you guys able to follow me? Are you guys able to follow me?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
if in case if you see the Git status, that target
No,
folder
it
will
won't
be
display,
shown.
sir. Anything that you store in the .ignore file, it is not going to Whenever you mention that in the git ignore file, whenever you use git status, it will not show you that.
Okay.
Is this called boilerplate code? We can say, sir. Whatever the extra code like or the files which is generated, which we want to ignore, is this we can call it as boilerplate code for that
No, sir.
particular
Can you
ID?
come again?
Is this called as boilerplate code?
No, why you will call boilerplate code? Boilerplate code means any code that is written multiple places. That is called as a boilerplate code. This is not a boilerplate code.
Okay, sir. All right. Thank you.
Boilerplate code is different, and this is
This
different.
.ignore file is automatically created. We have to create
Dot
manual.
ignore file will be created automatically, sir.
Okay.
Sir, for me, it did not create, sir. I see only .git folder. I don't see any dot.
If the file is not available, then you can create that file. If the .git ignore file is not created, then you need to create that file.
How to create that one, sir?
Just it is a text file. The name is .git ignore. That's it.
Oh, we have to create manually. Okay, sir.
It is just a text file. You need to give. It is just a text file. You need to give the file name as .git ignore. In that you can specify whatever that you don't want.
Can you please once show the path of this file, sir?
In the repository, sir, in the project folder. In the project folder, you can show that. That's it.
All right, sir.
In the project folder, you can show that.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, sir.
So, like when we are doing git branch command, if we are on main branch, so we are only getting a main branch only. It's about 4 sub branches also. Only it is showing a main branch. But when we are changing to sub branch, then if we are doing git branch, all the branches it is showing. So if we don't know sub branches, we don't want to go our GitHub from browsing side, all those things. How we can find whom are our sub branches?
You need to check the sub branches. If you go to the repository, then you can see what are the branches available. Here you need to check.
It is the only way from.
It is the only way. It is the only way. What are the branches available? You need to check here only. Okay. Yeah. Perfect, guys. So with this, we understood what is .git ignore file in the Git repository. So if you don't want to commit some files and folders to the Git repository, you can specify them using .git ignore. So what kind of files we will not commit to the Git repository? Generally, target folder we don't commit to the Git repository. .project folder, .settings folder, .class path folders we don't commit to the Git repository. Okay, next one. How to add collaborator in the Git repository? How to add collaborator in Git repo? So basically, we are using public repositories here. Okay, in the GitHub, I'm creating public repository. What is the meaning of a public repository, guys? What is the meaning of a public repository here?
Open to everyone.
Can anyone tell me?
Can access my repository. Anyone can
anyone.
access the repository.
What is the meaning of public repository here? Public repository means basically we can access. Basically we can access. Public repository means we can access. Everyone can access. Public repository means anyone can access our repository. But can they commit the code to our repository?
No.
Can they commit the code to our repository, or they cannot commit the code to our repository?
They cannot commit.
They can't commit.
We need to take the
They cannot commit.
They cannot commit the code to our repository.
Yeah.
They cannot commit the code to our repository. Now, I want the people should be able to commit the code to my repository. I want to add them as a collaborator. How to add collaborator in the Git repository? So if you go to the Git repository, here there is a settings folder, settings option is available. So when you go to this Git repository, and there is an option called settings option is available. There is option called settings option is available. Go to this settings option. Here there is an option called collaborators available. Okay, go to collaborators. Let us log in into this account. Now currently I don't have any. This is a public repository, but people don't have access to commit to my repository. My repository is a public. My repository is public repository, guys. Anybody can see. My repository is a public repository. Anybody can see our repository. My repository is public. Anybody can see our repository. But the problem is people cannot commit. So I have a team. I have a team. My team is working with me. I have a team. My team is working with me. So my team member should be able to commit the code to my repository. My team member should be able to commit the code to my repository. My team member should be able to commit the code to my repository. So for this, we need to add them as a collaborator. So anybody who joined from the system, can you give your Git account mail ID? Anybody who joined from the laptop?
Sir, RAVIND.
Yes, sir.
Type in the chat box, sir. Type your mail ID in the chat box. Ravindra, can you type it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now I am taking Ravindra as a collaborator to my Git repository. Okay. Now observe. So go to the Git repository that I have. My repository is a public repository. Anybody can see my repository, but they cannot commit the code to my repository. So go to settings folder. Here go to collaborators, and here add them as a collaborator. Public repository, visible to anyone, but people cannot commit. It is visible to anyone, but people cannot commit. So for that, add the people. That means give the mail ID of the person whom you want to add as a collaborator. So Ravindra Devarsetti email ID I'm taking, adding him to the repository as a collaborator. So Ravindra, I have sent you a request to become collaborator for my repository. Can you go to your email and can you check and confirm that? So Ravindra got an email from the Git to become a collaborator. Ravindra, go to your email and confirm that email so that you will become a collaborator. It is pending invite. Pending invite. Okay.
Yes, sir. View invitation is there.
Sorry?
Sorry, you could not find repository invitation. It is possible the invitation was revoked or you have
No,
got
sir.
wrong.
Can you go and check it again?
Sir?
Check your email ID. I made you as a collaborator.
So basically, sir, collaborator is someone who has the read and write permission, right?
Yes,
Because
right
since
permission.
it's a
Public repository means anybody can
read it, yeah, but don't have the right permission by default.
Yes,
but,
collaborator will have the right permission also now.
Okay.
Sir, just a minute. I am signing into that account.
Just go to that account, Gmail account, log in. You got a email to confirm your mail ID.
So normally this will be taken care by the, if you talk about an industry, this will be taken care by the DevOps team, right?
Yes.
Who has created the repository.
Go to settings. Go to collaborators. Still you have not confirmed your invitation, sir. It is pending invite. Once you
accept invitation.
You accepted?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we can see that Ravindra is a collaborator for my repository. Now Ravindra can do the commit operations to my repository. So Ravindra, can you clone this repository into new folder?
Sure, sir.
And can you make some changes? Can you make some changes to the Java file which is available in this project? And can you commit and push your change now?
Yes.
I will show you what are the problems we are going to face if two people are working on the same repository. What are the problems we are going to face if two people working on the same repository? What are the problems we are going to face if two people working on the same repository?
Sir, if two people are working on the same file, then because since I haven't worked on Git, I worked on SVN earlier, which is outdated now. So there was an exclusive checkout was there, like parallelly two people cannot check out a particular file. Only one people can modify a particular file. So is that the case with Git also?
Yes, sir.
Exclusive checkout, like only one person can check out a particular file, and
Yeah.
then once that person, until and unless that person commits his code, the other cannot check out it. Exclusive
Correct.
check.
Correct.
So that is also applicable in Git also, sir.
That is also, sorry.
That is also that kind of constraint is applicable in Git also.
Yes, applicable in the Git also.
Exclusive checkout. Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, is it possible?
So
Can you add my email address, sir? I have pinged you.
Yeah, I will add that, sir. I will add. No problem.
one question, also. Hello.
Guys, questions I will take at the end of the session, please. Okay. Yeah, Ravindra, are you able to do that operation?
Yes, sir.
Now?
Just a minute. I added to the staging and commit and push commands are pending.
Okay. Make some changes and do some commit.
Yeah,
Guys,
just
now I want to
small
explain you a
println I
scenario.
have added.
I want to explain you a scenario. What are the challenges we are going to face when two people are working on the same repository? So this is my GitHub central repository. This is my GitHub central repository. Now, two people are working on this repository. Two people are having the permission to this repository. So I am the owner of this repository and Ravindra is collaborator for the repository. So Ashok is available and Ravindra is available. All right. So I am the owner of the repository. Ravindra is a collaborator for the repository. These two people can commit the code to this repository. These two people can commit the code to this repository. All right. These two people can commit the code
Sir,
to this.
no changes added to git commit. Use
Yes.
git add.
Yeah, you commit that. You commit that.
Yeah, it's completed, sir.
Okay, so now Ravindra has committed some changes to the Git repository. So first, who has done the commit, sir? Ravindra has done the commit. Okay, committed at 7:44. Committed at 7:44. Now I am making some code changes in the project. For example, let me go to the Docker file. I'm opening my Docker file. In this Docker file, I am making some code changes. Okay. So my employee ID, I am configuring. I made some code changes in the Docker file. Now let me go to git bash. Okay. So let me do the status check, git status. What it is saying, guys, when I use git status, what it is telling?
Only one file
when I
is
check the git
modified.
status, what it is telling for us now?
Docker file is modified.
Docker file is modified.
Modified.
Yes, it is showing the Docker file.
Modified.
It is showing the Docker file. Then git add Docker file. I'm adding that file to staging area. Then git status. File is added to staging area. Let me commit. Git commit -m message Docker file updated. Why are you committing? Commit message I'm giving Docker file updated. Then I'm trying to do the git push. Okay. Now tell me one thing. Do I have latest code of the central repository, or I don't have the latest code of central repository?
You
Don't have
don't
the
have
latest code.
I don't have the latest code
Latest
of the central repository. I don't have the latest code of the central repository. Whatever the code that is committed by our Ravindra, that latest code is not available in my local. Now I am trying to do the git push now. So when you do the push for first time, it will ask for credentials, git credentials. I'm doing the git push. Yes, it is asking for the credentials. Sign in with browser. Okay, let me go with the Chrome browser. Yes, I'm selecting my account. Now I'm trying to do the git push. So now can you see my push got success or my push got failed?
Push got reject.
failed.
Can you guys read this problem?
Failed.
Can you guys read this problem?
Rejected.
Why my push got failed? Read this one. Whatever the push I'm doing, my push got rejected. Can you got read the problem? Why my push operation got rejected? Can you guys read the problem? Why my push got rejected?
Were rejected because the remote contains
have the
work
latest
that you do
code.
not. Means the latest code we don't have.
What are the files contains in
Have
remote?
locally usually caused by another repository person.
What are the latest
there in
codes
our
in the
local
local
What is
repository?
there in the repository, sir?
Another repository person.
Why my push got failed?
Updated code is not
Because
available in our
Updated
local.
code
It
not
giving a
Latest
available
code
in
is
the
not
local.
available.
in your
Okay,
local
two
repository.
people
another-
are working on the same repository. Two people
Yes.
are working on the same repository. So here, Ravindra is my collaborator. He committed the code at the 7:44 a.m. His commit got success, guys. Whatever the commit he has done, his commit got success. Now, trying to commit at 7:50. Trying to commit at 7:50 a.m. My commit is failed. My commit is failed because latest code is not available in my system. Latest code is not available in my system. So how to take this latest code from the central repository to our local repository? So that
By
means
using git pull command.
before you are going to commit any changes, before you are going to push any changes, then you need to take the latest code from the central repository. To take the latest code from the central repository, we need to go for git pull command. Before doing the commit, you need to take the latest code from the central repository. Okay, so what is the command that is used to take the latest code from the central repository? To take the latest code from the central repository, we need to use a command called git pull command. What is the command that we need to use, guys? To take the latest code from the central repository, we need to use git pull command. Always remember, before making the code changes, always you need to take the latest code, then you start your code changes. First you take the latest code, then you start your changes. Now it is asking that code is merging. Okay, escape : WQ. That's fine. So he modified one file called welcome rest controller.java. So he has done some code changes. I'm able to take the latest changes. Then let me go for git status. I have two commits here. Now publish your commits. Then after taking the latest code changes, I'm trying to do my git push operation. So before you are going to do the git commit, and git push, it's always recommended to do the git pull, so that you will have the latest code in your repository, so you will not face any problem when you are committing that code to the repository. Okay, now, so with this we understood how to take the latest code, how to add the collaborator. Okay, go to git repo, click on go to settings, go to collaborators, add team member email to send add team member email and send invitation. Okay, invited member will get email ID. Invited member will get email to become collaborator. Once invitation got accepted, collaborator can commit to our repository. Okay, so if it is a public, everyone can access, but they cannot commit to our repository. If they want to commit the code to our repository, we need to make them as a collaborator. How to make them as a collaborator? I have shown you. Now, so next one, I want to show you what is Git conflict here. So this is the one of the most common problem that we are going to face in the real time. So because multiple people will be working on the same repository. Okay, so when multiple people are working on the same repository, if they are working on the same file and same line, then there is a chance of getting Git conflict. Okay, now I will show you what is the Git conflict that we are going to get. Okay, so now go to the Git repository. Okay, src main Java REST controller is available. Welcome REST controller. So this is my REST controller available. Ravindra, can you go to this REST controller and can you make some changes in the line number, after line number 22? Can you make some code changes and can you commit that to the central repository again? Now I will show you how we are going to face conflict and how to resolve that conflict. Ravindra, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am speaking on it.
Okay, so go to the REST controller in the repository, make some code changes in the line number 22. After line number 22, you add something. You add some line after line number 22, then you commit and you push.
Okay, sir, just a minute.
Yes.
It's done, sir.
Yes, guys. Now, can you check this one? Ravindra has done some code commit. He added logger info in the line number 23. Now I will go to this project. I will also try to make the code changes in the same line. In that Ashok IT REST controller, welcome REST controller Java is available. Open that file. Go to line number 22. So logger.info is available. After this, I'm adding some code. String s is equal to hello. String s is equal to hello. So I have modified same Java class, same method, same line number. Okay, where the Ravindra has done some commit, I have done the commit here. Okay, now let me go to this git bash. Let me execute the command git status command. So it is saying that my Java file got modified. Okay. Now I want to commit this file and push this file. Unfortunately, Ravindra and me working on the same file, same method, same line number. In the line number 23, he added one logger statement. In line number 23, I'm adding some variable. Now let me add this file to the staging area. Git add, go for git status, then git commit -m, method modified, method changed. Okay, commit is completed. Let me do the git push. My push will be successful or my push will be rejected. Guys, my push got successful or my push got rejected.
Rejected.
My push got rejected. Why the push got rejected? What is the reason for the push to reject?
Before push, we need to go to the
Updated code is not there.
Yes, latest code is not available. So whenever I am going to do the commit, Git will check, do you have the latest code in your local or not? Latest code is not available because
we didn't
my team member has done the push. So now, how to take the latest code now?
Git pull.
Yes, now observe carefully. I'm going to do the git pull. When I do the git pull, it will give you conflict problem. Can you see that? I got the conflict problem.
Yeah.
Why we got the conflict problem?
I think
Because
same
both the people are
Because
on the same
more
file.
than one people is
Yes.
both people are working on
Two
same
people
file.
are working on the same file,
line,
same
23
line number.
Yeah.
So Ravindra has added logger statement in the line number 23 in the REST controller. In the REST controller, Ravindra has added one logger statement. Ravindra has added one logger statement in the REST controller. But what I have done in that, I have added string s.
string variable.
So when I do the git pull, the git bash is not able to merge the code changes. That's why I got the conflict. You see, I got some head, I got some lines, I got some this one. So whenever you get the conflict, some junk unwanted lines will be added to our file. If you get these unwanted lines in the file, this is called git conflict problem. So this is very common scenario when we are working with repository. So if only one person is working with the Git repository, then we will not face this problem. If only one person is working with the Git repository, then we will not face this problem. If multiple people working on the same repository, if they are making the code changes to the same file and same line, we are going to get the conflict. That means git pull command is very dangerous command. Remember one point. Git pull command is very dangerous command. Okay, so because it will download the central repository changes to our local. Central repository changes and our repository changes are in the same file, same line, then we will go to conflict. We will get the conflict problem. So when the conflict is occurred, then the file will be look like this. So this is some junk characters that we got. This is the junk characters that we got. The file is looking like this. So once the conflict is occurred, then it is our responsibility. It is our responsibility to resolve the conflict problem and commit the code without conflict. So guys, can you tell me in which command will give you the conflict? Which command will give you the conflict problem now?
Git pull.
So when you are using git pull command, then there is a chance of getting the conflict. If two developers are working on the same file, same line, then you are going to get this conflict problem. How to resolve this conflict problem? You need to remove this. You need to remove this and remove these junk characters that you generated. Now, so this line is added by Ravindra. This line is added by me. Okay, now you check it. Which code is required? If both are required, then you keep them in the organized way. You keep them in the organized way. Then, so I understood that This line is also important and this line is also important. Now you remove that junk code and you make your code clean. Then go here and check the git status. That file is modified. Then add that file, git add dot. I have removed that junk code once I got the conflict problem. Then I am adding that file to the staging area. Then I will do the git commit, git commit -m, git commit -m, code changes, anything. Okay, then I will do git push. So I have got conflict problem when I execute git pull command. When the conflict is occurred, some junk code is generated in my file. I have removed that junk code and I have arranged that code properly as per the requirement. Then I have committed and I have pushed my code to the central repository. Now you see, so the Ravindra code is available and my code is also available. There is no conflict. So I got the conflict and I have resolved the conflict. Okay. Now, so when we are going to get the conflict, when we are merging the central repo changes with the local repo changes, then we may get GitHub conflicts. Then we may get GitHub conflict problem. When we are merging central repository changes with the local repository changes, we are going to get this conflict problem. If two persons are working on the same repository, then we may get the conflict problems. Okay, when we get the conflict problem, when conflict occurs, then it is our responsibility to resolve the conflict and commit the code to the Git repository without conflict. Okay, when we are merging central repository changes with the local repository, then we may get a Git conflict problem. If two persons working on the same file, then we may get conflicts problem. When conflict occurs, we have to resolve those conflicts and we have to commit without conflicts. Okay, so which command is giving that conflict for us? The git pull command is giving the conflict for us. When we execute git pull command, there is a chance of getting conflicts. When we execute git pull command, there is a chance of getting conflicts problem. Okay, Ravindra, I want to replicate the conflict problem again. Go to that file, take the latest code from the repository, then make some code changes, in the line number 33. After line number 33, you make some code changes and commit to the repository. Now you take the pull.
Yeah, taken, sir.
Yes. Now, once it is done, make some code changes to that greet message method. Add some new lines in the greet message method. Commit and push to the central repository. Guys, all of you attended Angular class yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you understood?
Yes, sir.
How many days it is going to take?
45 days.
45 days.
45 days.
How many people were there in the class yesterday?
I think 100.
100 plus.
100.
Sorry?
108.
100 plus months, I think.
105. Okay. So don't miss the Angular classes, guys. Very, very, very important. Because without having the knowledge on the Angular, you cannot develop the front end of the application. So our major project is full stack project, right? Front end will be Angular, back end will be Spring Boot and microservices. So please attend the
Angular
classes.
I have joined.
Sorry? Can you come again, sir?
Backup video will be provided, sir. How it will be? Yesterday
Yeah.
I have some work, so I didn't
Yeah,
attend.
yesterday's video I will share it, guys. So portal access, actually our team is busy. Today or tomorrow they will give the access for the portal. Till that time, we will upload that Angular videos in the YouTube and I will share you those.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yesterday Angular video we will update today.
Sir, group or YouTube, sir?
In the GRTP group, you will get that video link.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So don't miss the live classes for Angular, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please attend those classes regularly.
Sir, could you please refresh once?
Sir, I am facing an issue as in like I am attending the Imtiaz sir batch For core
Oh,
Java,
so
as
we'll
part
talk
of
about that,
the
sir. We'll talk about that.
full stack, only core Java I have registered for, and the timing is same. The classes Angular also.
We'll discuss on that, sir.
Hmm?
Now we'll discuss on that, guys. So he made some code changes to the method. He added one new line. Line number 34 is added. Okay. Now go to the code. In the line number 34, I have a return statement. In the line number 34, he added a logger statement. Then in the line number 34, I am adding integer I is equal to 10. Something like this. I am making the code changes in my file. I made the code changes in my file. Now let me go to, observe carefully, guys. I'm going to show you conflict problem once again, and I will tell you how to resolve that conflict problem. I'm showing what is conflict and how to resolve that conflict. Git status command. Okay, the file is modified. REST controller file is available. That file got modified. Add that file. Added. Check the status. Git status. File is modified and added to staging area. Let's do the commit. Git commit -m. Okay. Code changes. Code changes. I have done this git commit. Code changes are done. Then let me do the git push. Push will fail. Reject. Why it is rejected?
We need to pull, right? First.
Yes.
Whatever
Whatever the latest code is
That
available
code is
in
not
the
available.
Git repository, I don't have that latest code. Whatever the latest code available in the Git repository, I don't have that latest code in my local. So that's why my push got failed. So to take the latest code, we are going to use pull. Observe carefully. I'm using git pull command. So when I use git pull command, I got the conflict. Merge conflict occurred. So why this merge conflict occurred? Ravindra and me modifying the same line in the file. Okay, go here and reload that file. Now you see, he added logger statement. I added a variable. Again, I got the conflict problem. So getting these conflicts very common because multiple team members will be working on the same project, same file, same method, same line numbers in a day. So when you are taking the latest code by using git pull command, getting this kind of conflict is very common. So you need to resolve the conflict and you need to commit the code without any conflict problem. So now you remove the junk characters which are generated and you analyze which code is required in that line. Is Ravindra code is required in that line or your code is required in that line? You need to analyze, then accordingly you need to modify the code and you need to test it. If that code is working fine, then you need to do the commit again. Okay, git status modified as git add dot, then git status. I have resolved the conflict. I have added that. Then git commit -m logger added -m logger added. Then I'm doing git push. I'm doing git push. So with this, we are able to commit. Right now, go to the git repository and you check it in the git repository. So Ravindra's statement will be available and my statement is also available. So when you execute the git pull command, there is a chance of getting conflict problem and it is your responsibility to resolve the conflict and commit the code without conflicts. So this is one scenario where you are going to get the conflict problem. And another scenario, when you are merging the changes from one branch to another branch, then also you will get the conflict problem. Okay, so somebody committed their changes to the main branch and you want to merge the code from develop branch to main branch. So when you are merging the changes from one branch to another branch, in that scenario also you may get the conflict problem. Okay, now let me create one new branch here. I'm creating one branch with a name called release branch. create the branch
Those,
release from the main.
the
So whatever the
junk
code is
characters.
available in the main branch, with that code, I have created one release branch. Whatever the code available in the main branch, with that code, I have created one release branch. Okay. Now, Ravindra, can you do the code commit again to the Java file only?
Sure, sir.
Now, go and do the code change after line number 35 and commit it. In the main branch, you are doing the commit to the main branch. I
Yeah.
will do the commit to the release branch, and I will try to merge the changes from one branch to another branch by using pull request. And I will show you the conflict when we are merging the branches also. I have shown you the conflict by using git pull command.
So
When you
here,
take the latest code changes from central repository to the local repository, then we are getting the conflict problem.
Sir, when we get the junk characters, sir, at what point we will see them?
When you execute pull command, you will see them.
Pull command. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
That character will keep changing every time, sir, or it is the same?
Sir.
Oh, that's it.
so this main branch in terms of SVN, in SVN we call it as trunk, right, sir?
Yes, correct. In the SVN trunk branch will be available. Something like that. Guys,
Sir,
I
the
have
same
created
one-
one new branch called release branch. I have the main branch. From the main branch, I have created one new branch called release branch. Now, Ravindra is doing the code commit to the main branch.
Sir, I am getting the conflict now.
Okay, resolve the conflict and fix it.
So in this conflict, if the same line is modified, then only the conflict occurs,
Yes,
right?
sir. If different lines, no problem. If it is a different line,
In same
code
method,
merge will
different
happen
lines is
properly.
is okay, sir.
Sorry?
In same method, different lines is okay.
Yes, that's okay.
So it is depends only on line number, right? It is not
Correct.
about the file.
Yes.
So Ashok, is it possible to summarize these steps alone in the notes? It will be helpful.
Sure.
Sir, like if
Sir,
like sir, here only
Completed, sir.
Yeah, fine guys. Now he has done the code commit to the Git repository main branch. Okay. So now if you observe, I have the main branch. I have a main branch in the repository where the latest code is available. Now from this main branch, I have done one new branch creation, which is called release. Okay. I have created a new branch called release branch. So whatever the code is available in the main branch, that complete code is available in the release branch also. After this is completed, Ravindra has done some code changes to the main branch. Ravindra has done some code changes to the main branch. Now Ashok is going to do some code changes to the release branch. All right. So first one, what happened here? I have a main branch in the project. From the main branch, I have created the release branch. Okay. After this, Ravindra has done some code commit to the release branch. Okay. Ravi has done the code commit to the release branch. Now, so I'm Ashok. I am going to make some code changes to the release branch. Currently, I am pointing to which branch, guys? Currently, I am pointing to which branch now?
main branch.
Main branch. So I need to take the other branches also. Let me go for git pull command. I'm going for git pull command. Now I got the release branch also. Main branch is available and release branch is also available. I got the latest code. Now I want to switch to the release branch. Okay, git release. Sorry, how to switch to the branch, guys? Git checkout.
Release.
Git checkout release. I
Release.
switch it to release branch. Okay. So in the main branch, which line you modified, Ravindra? Changes in greet method. Okay. Let me check it. What he has changed. What you have changed, man?
Yeah, that same star line I have added, sir. Logger.
You added the line star.
Yeah.
36
Okay.
line.
So line number 36 that you have added. Fine. Now go to that file, open line number 36, see the line number 36. So here the stars are not available. In the release branch, the stars are not available. Here I'm adding Boolean status is equal to false. So in the main branch, line number 36 is having a logger. In the release branch, line number 36 is having a Boolean variable. So let me do the commit. Guys, observe carefully. I have executed git pull command to take the latest changes. One of the latest changes is a new branch created. Then when I execute git checkout release, I switch it to release branch. In the release branch, I have modified some file, git status, file is modified, git add dot git commit -m code changes. Okay, and let me do the git push. So when I do the git push, my code is committed to which branch now? My code is committed to release branch now. Okay, go to this repository. My code is committed to release branch 40 seconds ago. So now here Ashok has done the code changes. Ashok has pushed the code into release branch now. So first see the numbers here. My project is available with a main branch, that is step number 1. Then I have created a new branch from the main. From the main branch, I have created a new branch called release branch. After I have created the release branch, Ravindra has done some code changes to the main branch. He committed his code changes to the main branch after the release is created. So whatever the changes Ravindra committed to main branch, they are available in the release branch or they are not available in the release branch?
Not available.
Not available in the release branch. Then Ashok has done the code commit to the release branch. Ashok has done the code commit to the release branch. Now I want to merge the changes from release branch to main branch. I want to merge the changes from release branch to main branch, which is my step number 5. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Ashok is worked on some production support bug fixes. He made the code changes to the release branch. Now the latest code should be added to the main branch. So Ashok is trying to merge the changes from release branch to main branch. So how to merge the changes from one branch to another branch, guys?
Pull request.
Pull request.
How to merge the changes from one branch to another branch?
Pull request.
Using pull request, we are going to merge the changes from one branch to another branch.
Another branch.
Okay. So go here and create a pull request.
Pull request.
Okay. So new pull request I'm going to create. Compare and review just anything. From which branch? From the release branch. I want to merge to main branch. Can you see what is happening here?
Cannot
automatically merge.
Can you see what is happening here?
Yeah.
What it is saying when I'm trying to create a pull request from the release branch to main branch?
Cannot automatically merge.
Earlier, yesterday, when I create a pull request, we got able to merge successfully. But today it is saying that cannot merge automatically. Why it is saying cannot automatically merge? The changes are there in the same lines in the different branches. Okay. Still, you create the pull request. Okay. Create a pull request now. Pull request got created. My pull request is in the open. My pull request cannot be merged directly. There is a conflict that must be resolved. So there are two scenarios when we will get the conflicts in the Git repository. First thing, when you go for Git pull, if repository changes and your local changes are in the same file, same line, then you will get the conflict. And the second scenario, when you are merging the changes from one branch to another branch, then also there is a chance of getting the conflict. So resolve this conflict. I have created a pull request, resolve the conflict. Here again, the junk characters are generated. You remove these junk characters and you realize what is required. So Ravindra has added this logger statement. I have added a Boolean variable. Which code is required in our file that you can keep, then you can mark as resolved. Commit merge. I have resolved my merge problem. I have fixed that conflict issue. So when you create a pull request, from one branch to another branch merging, if there is a conflict with the two branches, then it will show you the conflict. Then it will give you the option to resolve the conflict. Then you resolve that conflict and execute confirm merge. Then the code changes will be merged from that release branch to main branch. Now you go to main branch and you see the code that I have committed, Boolean variable, is available in the main branch or not. In the release branch, I have committed that code. Yes, my Boolean variable is available in the main branch. So when you are doing the branch merging by using pull request, then also there is a chance of getting conflict problem. Because in the main branch, Ravindra added a logger statement in the line number 36. In the release branch, I have added Boolean variable in the line number 36. When we are merging these branches, so line number 36, Ashok added Boolean variable, Ravindra added logger statement. Which line of code should be there in the line number 36? When we are merging the code from release to main, Git got confused. So there is a conflict. When there is a conflict, it is our responsibility to resolve the conflict and commit the changes to the repository without any conflict. It is our responsibility to commit the code to the repository without any conflict. Now see the steps.
Ashok sir, I have one thing to know. How we can integrate our pipeline with our GitHub repository?
So just we need to create one Jenkins file and we'll keep it that, sir. We'll discuss in the Jenkins classes how to deal with the pipelines.
Because in our project, whenever we were doing the same step, whenever we are raising pull request, it will allow us once build is successful. That status also we can see in PR page.
Okay, yeah. So we can do that. Jenkins files we can add here and we can trigger the pipelines. In the Jenkins classes, I will explain that part.
Question, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, guys, are you clear with my point now? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What is Git conflict?
Yeah, in the
When
real
we
time,
execute,
actually,
so conflicts we can get in two scenarios. Okay, conflicts can occur in two scenarios. What are those two scenarios to get the conflict? First one, pull command,
Change at the same
there is a
line.
chance of getting conflict. When we are merging branches, then there is a chance of getting conflicts. When we execute git pull command, there is a chance of getting conflicts. When we are merging branches, then there is a chance of getting conflicts. Are you clear? Very good. Fine. Good, guys. So
sir, I don't. If we have multiple branches out of the main, then I don't think parallel branches will be getting a conflict, right?
No, only one branch you can commit at a time.
Okay.
One question also, like suppose someone make us collaborators. So yeah, I mean, if we pull their code, and is it possible to push changes from Git bash to their repository?
Yes, we are doing that now. From Git bash only we are pushing the changes to the repository.
No, like you make Ravindra your collaborator, is he can do his Git bash to?
Yes, he is committing the changes from his Git bash only because he is a collaborator. He is having a permission. He only pushed the changes, right? Some logger statements he pushed it to the Git repository.
Okay, and where we can see those repository which we are collaborators, like my repository or where?
Yeah, in the my repository it will show you what are the repositories that you have the access.
Okay, actually, I did from my another account to my different account I make myself contributor, but after the accept request, now I can't see that repository inside
You
my
can see
repository.
that, sir. You can see. Just you refresh it. Shared with me option will be there, where there you can find out. Shared with me will be available. There you can find out your repositories.
Yes, sir. So one quick question.
Yeah.
So I'm working on. I have taken the latest code base in IDE IntelliJ in the main branch, and after that, based on my bug or story, I have created sub branch.
Correct.
So after that, instead of doing git pull request, how to get the latest code base from main to sub branch?
If you don't want to main to, whenever you create the branch, directly the code will come from the main branch to sub branch. When
Right.
you want to get the latest code from the another branch to your branch, then definitely you need to do the branch merging. So the branch merging you can do through pull request, or you can do through by using git merge command also. Tomorrow I will explain how to do the branch merging by using git merge command.
Okay. During that merge process, if we get the conflict, so next day another developer has pushed the code to the main branch. So my sub branch also, I need that new changes, right? At that point of time, we can resolve the conflict in the same way. Today
Yes,
we
you
have.
can resolve it. You can resolve it. Whenever the conflict is occurs, then that is your responsibility to fix the conflict and commit the code without conflict.
Okay. Yeah.
Whenever the conflict occurs, that is your responsibility to fix the conflict.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the second scenario,
Yes,
actually there could be some situations where you have to approach from the local, right, sir? We can't directly resolve in the cloud.
I did not get your question.
In the second scenario, where we have, like, when we are merging it to the master, we did resolve it in the GitHub
I
website itself.
got his point, sir. What he is asking is, sometimes whenever Git conflicts are high in number, GitHub will not allow us to resolve them in the web page. Then we need to get into our IDE, and we need to go into the file by file.
Then
Yeah,
maybe
we can
we
do
have
that, sir. We can
to
do
pull
that.
the latest master and merge
Yeah.
in the local and then push.
We can do it. We can do it.
Sir, when there are multiple collaborators, like here you have only Ravindra, sir. Like if you have multiple collaborators, how will I know that Ravindra's code is actually what causing the conflict? Like
You
how
can
will I
check the
identify
git
Ravindra?
log command history. You can check who committed the code. You can see in the git history. History will show you who committed, when committed, why committed, what committed.
Okay, sir.
Hi, sir. So Angular course is not shown in the.
Yes, sir. It is not added as of now, sir. We will add that to your portal by today or by tomorrow. You will get that course to your portal.
I mean, you're posting the class link in the group. Huh?
Yeah, currently we are sharing the class link in the group. So by tomorrow you can see that in the portal.
Okay, got it.
So after resolving the conflict, is it recommended to inform the other developer?
Yes, if you are not able to understand whether that code is required or not, whatever the code they have added, if it is required or not, then you can inform to the other developer and you can discuss with them and you can see.
So if it is successfully resolved, then
no problem. You don't need to. If you are confident how to work on this, then you can directly work on it. No issue.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hi.
So whenever today we are resolving conflict, there are two parts, like.
Yeah, two scenarios we got the conflict. One is when you go for pull command. Second one is when you are merging the changes from one branch to another branch. Okay.
Sir, in real time, sorry. In real time, we are only responsible to resolve the conflict during the git pull command, right? Pull conflicts only we're responsible to merge, because when we raise the PR, we are not the one who merged our feature branch into the main branch. Somebody else will do that, right?
Yeah.
Because n number of developers are working and there are n number of pull requests has been raised.
Yeah.
College fees 6,800 something కట్టాల్సి వచ్చింది కడతావా
But
might be kind of role based or privileges.
6,800 into 45 hours.
Suman, can you repeat your question again? I lost your question.
There was some background noise, that's why.
Yeah.
I was let's say I'm a developer. You
Yeah.
are my lead or project manager or something, right? So and there is n number of developer working on the same project, and then while I do git pull to bring the latest change from the main branch to my local branch, and then let's say I already have work on the projects and there is some conflicts between the main branch code somebody else has yesterday's from manager has merged the code, right? So I already work on the project, I have the conflict, so that's conflicts. If I resolve that conflicts, that's only going to affect my local repository, right, sir?
Correct.
But in real time, merging on the main branch will do by somebody else.
Yeah, in the
like
DevOps
the
team
team
can
lead
do
or
that
something.
merges. You can, I mean, it depends on your project strategy, who is going to merge the changes and all that stuff. You don't need to worry on that part.
The first time when I learned Git, it was like, but this is like, I've been learning Git from so long time, but some of the concepts are really confusing, but you beautifully explained them. Very well explained, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, good guys. So with this, I'm stopping for today.
Sir, one thing, sir, for
Yeah.
push and pull, only one change. Push means we are our changes we are merging from future branch to main branch. Full means we are taking code from main branch to local branch. This is the one reason, no, sir. Difference
Push
between.
means we are sending from local repository to central repository.
Yes.
Pull means we are taking from central repository to local repository.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You're making your central repository in sync with your local repository, I guess.
Correct.
The push is like whatever code you have in your local repository, the same will reflect on the central repository for you.
Yes. Push means
That's
you send
like,
from local to central. Pull means you take from central to local. That's the difference.
yeah.
Good guys. Thank you. With this, I'm stopping for now. We'll meet again in the tomorrow session.